playing D&D is exactly how I wanted it to go down.
Is he doing his Ellis creep as he walks around?
He is now.
I don't know if he's walking around, but we met one female character, and he already was like, let's have sex. Now, I asked if she can get if she had a penis more swordy than mine. Yeah, a sword more penisy than mine.
Because he's Orc Lesnar.
Because I'm Orc Lesnar. I'm essentially Brock Lesnar, but with green skin and green hair. So.
Oh, God. Corny in the drive-thru, and then... we should... And I came up with the idea to Mike, and he agreed that we might be able to do this. This would be good for a streaming show. Do a campaign all wrestling-themed, where the characters are inspired by actual wrestlers, and then there's elements that involve wrestling, and, oh, man, the villains you could come up with.
There's no... Like, the fighting pits to be wrestling rings.
Who would be like the ultimate jobber instead of the giant rats? It would just be giant jobbers.
Well, the funny thing is there used to be a Dungeons and Dragons game that was just based on all arena combat. So it was basically just everything was a 1-on-1 or 1-on-2 or 1-on-50, just arena battle. That was always a lot of fun to do, but that was back in the ancient world of second.
One versus all.
Back in that first starter kit where you got the dice but the numbers weren't on them. And you had to get a piece of chalk and write the numbers on them.
You're attacked by an army of Horowitzes. That is anti-Semitic, Mark Jabroni.
I want to say that was back... I had to have been 14 when that came out, so...
That original yellow starter kit?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I have those dice for kit just for
the ones where you had to write on them yourself?
I have those, and I have the ones that are already pre-stamped.
The best part about our campaign is I'm not the biggest D&D noob in it. It's actually Ellis. He's the biggest D&D noob.
The guy that catalyzed this freaking campaign.
It's gonna be fun. I'm having a good time, and I plan to have an even better time.
And that is the key, having fun.
Yeah,
have a good time.
One thing that I like about D&D is I don't want anybody who's just too serious into it, because like that doesn't get fun. And when I actually would play IRLs, we had like the one guy who was like way too serious about it, would get like annoyed if we were trying to have fun, and that's no fun. But you also don't want the guy who isn't taking it seriously at all, because then you make no progress.
Oh, my DM was the one who actually he was 4 or 5 years older than me and my best friend, because the three of us basically played the most. It was him as the DM and me and my best friend, actually playing the campaign. But he was a very good DM. He actually wanted us to have fun and come up with the most absurd situations possible. Hence why I came up with my little combo there.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a difference between, being creative with your RP or battles and just being a disruptive asshole.
Yeah.
Not allowing anything to continue.
Yep.
Like, he can't even continue, like, the next part of the block text. It's like, dude, he just needs to read, like, one more sentence, and we can start RPing and yucking around the place.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to more. Hope you all are, too. And I got something for you guys this week. Stuff that Vince Googled.
He's actually Googling again?
He has been, but I like to kind of save it now and let some stuff build up. Because if it's always, if it's always the same thing, like, sometimes he doesn't do it in a while. So, of course, they got the Batista stuff going on, the Ronda promos and everything. So, here's some of the stuff he's been Googling. I'll go through the list and find some good stuff. He Googled, who should I make Kurt job to at Mania? So, that's one thing. I know. Was "give me what I want" the only sentence in Batista's goddamn script? He did say that a lot. He Googled, when did Shelton come back?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, by the way, I have to admit this on the air. When Shelton attacked Seth Rollins, I was wondering what Lio Rush was doing. I fully admit that. I feel terrible about it.
Even the same shade.
I feel terrible about that, but I thought for a split second it was Lio Rush.
Yeah, you messaged me with that, and I almost fell off the couch laughing.
Vince Googled a picture of Mrs. Dad and Googled, why is Bruce Pritchard in disguise? He Googled, where the fuck does Ambrose think he's gonna go?
Well.
He Googled a picture of Lacey Evans and Googled, is this lady goddamn lost? Does Ronda know this shit is fake? He Googled that. And my favorite thing was, do I have to push goddamn Kofi now?
Yes.
He also Googled, was Jim Ross really still working for me? So that was pretty good, too. When Ronda cut that promo, he Googled Ronda Rousey mental breakdown. So, yeah. He's Googled some good stuff lately, and I wanted to share that with you guys, because it had been a while. But now it's time to keep that D&D set going with the Points or Consequences D&D version of the game. This was for Dan. This was Dan's idea, because we're doing the D&Ding.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted a one-word character description.
Well,
or one sentence, sorry. Yeah, one sentence. One-word character description would be great.
We all fail.
That would have been awesome. All right, so
by the way, yes, I did do the Brock Lesnar.
That would have gotten points from me, at least. So this is a one-sentence character description. He wanted you to make them badass, but he also wants you to pick a character he might actually want to play as. So you're giving out the points. So the arbitrary rules are arbitrary. You tell me.
It's down to me, man.
All right, you ready? Here are your characters. Yeah. Let's start the campaign.
Okay.
Neeson is a human fighter and folk hero who survived in the winter wilderness by battling wolves with his bare hands, presumably.
Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah, I mean, it's actually more thought into it than Orc Lesnar, who I'm actually playing as.
Yeah. Is that going to be what the bar is? Did you put more thought into your entry than I did for Orc Lesnar? That's the bar we're setting. We are the bar.
Actually, there's quite a bit of thought into the Orc Lesnar character that you don't actually have to think about, but it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's points.
Points to Dandal. All right. I am a level 10 swordsmith from the Spanish lands with excellent charisma and negotiating skills on a quest to avenge my father by taking out the six-fingered man.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say when you met the six-fingered man?
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Inigo Montoya, you killed my father. Prepare to die.
That's points.
Points to Chris O'Mealy.
And then the second major, no, I guess it'd be like the third major story for them is when he becomes the new pirate.
Yeah, the new pirate.
The new Dread Pirate Roberts.
That almost was a D&D crew, actually. If the Dread Pirates had teamed up with those three, it actually would have been like a campaign crew. You had your negotiator. You had Andre. All right. As a half-elk rogue carrying little but a small buckler, my great-grandfather's enchanted dagger, I have stood up against all those who would have otherwise meant to harm me or mine.
If this is Is this a Zelda?
Zelda?
Is this a Zelda?
Zorla? Zorlda.
Zordo?
Zorlo.
I didn't really dig it. So you nothing.
Alright. So that's points to Glenn Kukan. Alright. An orc whelp must earn their name. Whelps earn them through battle and glory. A nameless orc dies forgotten.
But I am an orc named Orc. I'm a half orc named Orc.
Mork from Orc.
Oh, God.
Bork, bork.
Bork, bork, bork. Oh, orc.
Hey, Bert.
Hey, Bert.
Sure, seems interesting. So I guess points.
Points to Jay Winga. A brutish ranger disguised as a wizard, tasked with teaching younglings with a natural 25 in tumor self-detection.
Really?
Really?
That's points.
Points to the man who can indeed well.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Get to the chopper.
I'm a cop, you idiot.
All right. Ariana Sweet Singing Death is a dark elf bard that goes from town to town singing and slinging her blade of death, collecting money for even more enchanting songs and scrolls.
So you're just regular ass Ariana Grande.
Dark elf Ariana Grande.
But she still wears the bunny ears.
Well, obviously.
And paying for songs, of course.
Of course.
Sure.
Points to Joe Mad Dog Needle.
We do another one. I'm going to play a super hot chick. And then you're all going to be hitting on me the whole time.
Ellis will be trying to poke you.
After fighting to bring peace and tranquility to all mankind, the beloved half-orc paladin... Oh god, I'm going to botch this. Thragler. Think so, Glenn? You tell me.
Yeah, I think that's right.
The beloved half-orc paladin Thragler looks to finally find rest from all the weary and war-trodden days filled with death and anguish.
And then he becomes a D&D adventurer.
Ain't no rest for the wicked.
Bonnie don't grow on trees?
Mm-mm.
Cage the Elephant.
Gotta earn that copper somewhere.
I don't hate Cage the Elephant, but I'm so over that song, it's ridiculous. Overplayed to death.
I got bills to pay. I got mouths to feed. Nothing like free. I wouldn't know because I haven't listened to mainstream radio since I was in high school.
Yeah, I don't know that song either.
And it was forced upon me.
Yeah. Cage the Elephant, ain't no rest for the wicked. It's their number one hit.